Hello everybody and welcome back to another New World video. I haven't uploaded in a few weeks because I've been taking a little bit of a break. I've got something ridiculous like 700 or 800 hours on New World, and I've been playing nothing but New World every day since its release, so I kind of needed a little break from it and it feels good. But now I'm back. I'm going to try and upload one of these new videos that I'm doing now once a week. So as you've probably seen from the title, we're going to call this New World Tactics, and I figured I've been dueling a lot in New World, fighting pretty much everybody that I can, and every build that I can, and one of the stronger ones that I keep coming across and that people seem to struggle quite a lot with is Void Gauntlet Lifestaff, which admittedly is like, obviously, a ridiculous build to fight against, but we've got some fights today against a Void Gauntlet and a Lifestaff user, and I'm going to try and maybe help some of you guys try and get through it and what kind of to expect. Obviously, my build isn't going to be the same to yours, so everybody's build is going to be different on how they beat them, right? But I feel like there's a general consensus on, you know, what you need to do to beat these. But anyway, without further ado, let's get into it. We're fighting Love, my friend here today. Thank you very much for the duels again, Love. I really do appreciate it. So the main thing that I'm going to be doing on my build especially is trying to keep a distance. You know, if Love has those cooldowns to put down, you know, her healing rings, we're never going to be able to beat her, right? Because we're never going to out-damage the healing rings. So I think pretty early on, I understand that, like, I need to kill her when the Void Blade is up. Because the Void Blade is the only sort of vulnerable space they have where they don't have the Lifestaff equipped, so therefore they can't heal themselves. And the cooldowns have to be off as well, right? So I'm just peppering, sticking on some stacks of burning. She's standing in there. I see her blade come out, so I riposte and I go for the instant. Classic move with the fire staff and the rapier. I see this as my time to kill. You can see me now. She's on such low health. I try to burn out, but she gets a quick heal. I'm panicking, trying to stab with the rapier, and you know, losing my cool a little bit, and I'm missing all the attacks, and you know, because they're so difficult to fight, these ones. So I decide to disengage from the fight, pull out the fire staff, and go back to range and go again. You know, let me just pause it here just for a second. I think one of the best pieces of advice I could give you with any build that you're struggling with is a key to always doing good is every time you see the situation, you know, at a loss at what you're doing, just disengage and re-engage. You know, it doesn't work all the time, obviously, but like, especially in open world fighting and things like that, disengage from the fight, heal, do what you got to do, and then re-engage with the fight. Obviously, I'm not using pots in this duel, so I'm not healing myself because I don't have any healing abilities. Other than the flurry, I think, that I'm using at this point, which I'm not using anymore. I'm using evade on my rapier, but the point stands. Anyway, let's continue. So the Void Blades come up again, and again, I see this as my opportunity to kill. So I'm just throwing some fireballs, trying to get the connects, using the fence as a hand here. Get the riposte again, and the Intin's going to do really big damage now. So I see this as my opportunity to kill. I'm just trying to get her. She's running around and panicking. I'm trying to get rapier hits, but she's getting out. I do a quick little evade, and luckily I get a critical on the back. So managed to beat her that round, which was really, really good. And again, disengaging, re-engaging, it's such a good option for these sorts of fights, especially Lifestaff and Void Gauntlet. They're at their most dangerous, Lifestaff, Void Gauntlet users, when they've got the Void Blade up and they're in your face, right, and they're chopping you to bits. So if you can get away from that, you know, or if you're a bruiser, perhaps you'd want to tank through it. But as I say, it's going to be a little bit different for every build. But the point does still stand that these, excuse my French, but are only going to die when they are using their Void Blade, right? You're not going to kill them usually when they have their Lifestaff up, because they're a bit of a nightmare to kill. So let's fast forward. Let's get to a second duel. Again, the premise is the same. They got the Void Blade out, so I'm getting away. I'm getting away from the Void Blade. I'm chopping out some burning stacks. I'm using the burning stacks because I want dots to be up while they're in the ring. Because here's the thing. When you fight, you know, really smart Lifestaff users, that really want to, min-max and really drag out a fight. You all know what I'm talking about, because, when a Lifestaff user wants to not die, they usually don't die. But they'll hold on to their cooldowns, hold on to the ring cooldowns on the floor, because, they'll use one, and then if they don't see any pressure, they don't see any damage, you haven't got a ranged weapon, or your ranged weapon isn't doing enough damage, they will just stand in the one ring, and that's it. Sound. They won't bother using the second ring. The key, what you really want to try and do is force the second ring. So I'm using my burning stacks to try and, because that constant damage is going and going and it's stacking and stacking, I'm trying to get the person to use both their rings. So when they use their Void Blade to come and attack me, I know that they don't have both their rings to emergency switch to. I do have in my mind that they have the single heal, right? So that's a big heal as well. But the rings are really the most annoying thing. So that's a really important thing to think about. Get the riposte here. Get an Insin. Nice and tasty. Health is too high right now, so it's, this is a no-go, really. I am trying to burst. And you saw there, in fact. So I managed to win, luckily for me there, but you saw that my build right now, I'm rocking medium armor, right? So I've got heavy chest, heavy head, medium gloves, medium boots, and light legs. And the damage from the actual Void Blade, every Void Blade build is a little bit different, right? Whether or not you're full focus, or whether you're half focus, half int, or quarter focus, quarter int, quarter cons, right? Everyone's going to be a little bit different. I noticed that the Void Blade damage wasn't too bad on my medium armor as she was attacking me there, and so I decided to stay in her face, and it worked out for me, But if this person's rocking like a full int build, and then int mostly int and then a little bit of focus for the Lifestaff, you're not going to get away with just standing there when the Void Blade is slashing you, So that's a as each person fight, right? So we'll have one more fight, guys, and then we'll call this video to an end. Let's see if we can fast forward to one more here. I assume I have one more. Yeah. Yes, we do. So, starting from a range again. Guys, if you're dueling, make sure you give the person at least 10, 15 feet space, yeah? Even if you've got an axe. No need to be up in their face. So, burnout, sticking through, fireballed straight away. A bit crazy with all the animations of the other people dueling. I apologise about that, but it is what it is. Wins was a dueling spot, right? Got out the Void Blade, gets a stun. She's going for the Void Blade here. She ranged attack and didn't actually switch to the Void Blade to bait my riposte, which was actually really clever. So still chipping away. Fireball, get the burning. There's persistent burning field on the fireball. So if you can throw the fireball inside their ring, that creates more pressure inside the ring. It stops them wanting to be there, right? You make it as least comfortable for them as possible. I decided to just bait the Insin. She was attacking away, so I really wanted to just go for it. I didn't feel any need to try and get a riposte off the back of that. I felt that she was going to keep attacking through the Insin, and luckily it did work out. She's just chopping away. I get out the riposte. Did it a bit too early there. She's retreated over to her ring. You see me pulling out of the ring. I'm pulling out the ring. I'm on such low life right now. I'm really struggling here. I get the fireball. I back up, and guys, let's just face it, that was really lucky. She was chopping me. She was getting the screams out. She was doing everything right. And it was a really good fight. You can see me freaking out with the rapier here, really trying to get the burn down. She's running from ring to ring, and if she's engaging, she's trying to push into the ring to fight me in the ring, and I notice it, and I'm like, get out of there. There's no point fighting her in the ring. She's really trying to kill me because she sees my low life, and then by the grace of the gods, I get a fireball and a huge crit there, by the grace of the gods. So luckily I managed to win that third one as well. There was plenty of duels before these three where Love was beating me every time, right? It's not like I was just beating Love all the time, because that definitely was not the case. It was just a learning thing. I wanted to duel her over and over again and figure out sort of what the play was with these sorts of builds. So anyway, guys, that's going to be the first episode of New World Tactics. Hopefully you've learned something today about maybe trying to manage Lifestaffs and Void Gauntlet users. Now, again, it does boiled down to the build. What kind of build are they? Are they full healing? Are they full damage? Are they half and half? Have they got any health? What type of armor are they wearing? It's all going to be different and relative, but here are some solid things that you can take away from it. You're not going to kill them in a Lifestaff form, right? Not going to kill them in your Lifestaff form, so whatever their second weapon is, whether or not it's Warhammer, Axe, or hopefully it's not bloody Hatchet, because then they've got the invulnerability thing, but whether or not it's Hatchet, Hammer, Great Axe, Void Blade, whatever it is, that's your opportunity to kill them. You want to get them while they're on that second weapon. Be mindful of the cooldowns, right? When the rings are in there, if you've got dots, if you're a bow user and you can throw poison shot in there, if you're a fire staff user and you can throw fireball down there, if you're an ice gauntlet user and you can put ice shower in there, do it. Make it as uncomfortable for them to go back to their healing spot, right? Even though, you know, it might work out for them where they're healing more than the damage is doing, they might not just want to step in it because they're seeing the red, you know, aura of being attacked and things like that. They're like, oh, damn, get out the ring, right? Natural instinct to do so. So make sure you're doing that. Try and keep them out. And when those 2 rings have been used, because every Lifestaff user is using both the rings, especially in dueling, once both the rings have been used, and then if they're transferring over to their second weapon to fight you, go and engage you, or maybe you're going to push them because you see that the rings have gone down, that's your opportunity to kill them while those rings are on cooldown. It's not a very long period of time. And for people fighting like Lifestaff, sword and shield users, I mean, rest in peace to you, because you just never kill those guys. Rings down, shield up, infinite stun, and then it's like a bit of a nightmare. But anyway, guys, there you go. Hopefully it's helped somebody. Hopefully it's helped just one person. Thank you very much for watching the video today. I will be back again in a couple of days. I'm going to still be doing some New World content. I'm going to try and upload maybe 2 or 3 New World videos a day, and then one different game a week. So, guys, until then, thank you so much. I've noticed a big increase in the subscriber count, and I've noticed a huge increase in the views. All of you guys watching from New World videos. So, like, I super appreciate it. I can't even say. And if you haven't, we have got a Twitch that we regularly go and stream on, so you're more than welcome to go check that out. And I do sometimes stream on the platform here as well. Make sure you go follow the Discord, because that's where the best of the best people are. Thank you very much, guys. I will see you in the next New World video. Peace.